Hello students. The next topic is mean value theorem. So first of all, going towards the mean value theorem, there are some definitions. So the first definition is global maximum and then global minimum. What is global maximum of a function at a point and what is global minimum? So the definition is a real valued function. Real valued means its range set, that is codomain, is the set of real numbers. A real valued function f from I to R is said to have global maximum at a point C belongs to I if fx less equal f of C for all x belongs to I. Global maximum at which point? At point C. Now look here, when the global maximum at point C, when for any x of the domain f of x is less equal f of C, means the value at f of C is maximum. Okay, among all these values, value of f of C is maximum, where C is also element of I. For all x belongs to I, this condition hold, then we say that function has global maximum at which point? At point C. Okay. Similarly, global minimum at a point C means what? Global minimum among all the values of function f of x, f of C will be the minimum value for all x belongs to I. If you calculate all of these values, but f of C will be minimum among these. Okay. Now we say that the function has global extremum at C if it has either relative maximum or relative minimum at C, or it has either global maximum or global minimum at C, then we say that function has global extremum at point C belongs to I. So that was about global maximum or minimum. Now what is relative or local maximum and relative or local minimum? Now in global minimum, the fx was considered for all x belongs to domain. But what happened in relative or local maximum or local minimum? We are considering certain area of the domain. In that domain only, in that area only, if fx is less equal f of C, then this point, at this point C is said to have a local minimum or local maximum. So a real valued function f from I to R is said to have relative or local maximum at point C. F of C is maximum if fx less equal f of C for all x belongs to I intersection C minus delta to C plus delta, means there exists delta greater than 0 satisfying this condition. Means for particular area of the domain, if this condition is satisfied, not for complete I, it is only about for particular area. If this condition is satisfied, then we say that function has local maximum at that point. And what about local minimum? Similarly, for a particular area, if this condition is satisfied, fx greater or equal f of C for all x belongs to in this area only, then we say that function has local minimum at point C. Now the function f is said to attain relative or local extremum at a point C if it has either local maximum or local minimum at point C. Now there is one theorem called as interior extremum theorem. We will skip its proof. We will take just statement of it. What is interior extremum theorem? Let C be an interior point of the interval I at which f of I to R has a relative extremum. Means what? C is a point of I. Okay, f from I to R is a function. C is a point of I. At point C, function has relative extremum. Means what? Either the point C is relative maximum or relative minimum. Next, if the derivative of f at C exists, then f dash of C is equal to 0. Okay. Now, at the extremum point, what is this statement? At the extremum point of the function, if the derivative exists, then its value will be 0. That is interior extremum theorem. Now let us move towards the first mean value theorem, that is Rolle's theorem. So we will just learn the statements of three mean value theorems. First is Rolle's mean value theorem, then mean value theorem, then Cauchy's mean value theorem. and we will solve the examples related to it. Now, what is Rolle's mean value theorem? Suppose f is continuous on a closed interval, derivable on open interval, and f of a is equal to f of b, then there exists at least one point C in AB such that f dash of C is equal to 0. What is the statement? What is statement of Rolle's theorem? What is given? Three parts are given. F is continuous. Three conditions are there. First is f is continuous on closed interval AB. Then f is derivable on open interval AB. Third, f of A is equal to f of B. If these three conditions are satisfied, then there exists a point C belongs to AB such that f dash of C is equal to 0. Okay, function is continuous on closed interval, derivable on open, f of A is equal to f of B. Then there exists a point C in a open interval AB, satisfying condition f dash of C is equal to 0. That is a statement of Rolle's theorem. Now let's solve examples of it. First example. Consider f of x is equal to mod x on a closed interval -1 to 1. This function is continuous on a closed interval -1 to 1, but this function does not have derivative at x is equal to c. Therefore, Rolle's theorem fails here because fx is not differentiable over the whole interval -1 to 1. What is this example? F of x is equal to -x on interval. Suppose it is, this point is -1, it is 1. This is f of x is equal to mod x. This is 0. We know that what is first condition of Rolle's theorem? F is continuous on closed interval. Yes, we can see it is continuous on this interval. Second, f is derivable on open interval AB. But we have seen it is not derivable at this sharp corner 0. Means what? Second condition of Rolle's theorem is not satisfied. Therefore, for this example, we cannot check. Means we can say that Rolle's theorem fails here. Now second example. Consider fx is equal to x on a closed interval 0 to 1. This function is, now it is a polynomial function. Always remember, any polynomial function means it is a quadratic function or it is in the form of x polynomial function, then that will be continuous on closed interval, differentiable on open interval. Okay, means this for f of x is equal to x, these two conditions are satisfied. But what about the third condition, whether f of a is equal to f of b? Now here the interval is 0 to 1. So f of a will be what? F of 0. What is f of x here? F of x, given function is x. F of x is x. What will be f of 0? F of 0 is 0. And what is f of 1? F of 1 is 1. Means what we get here? F of 0 is not equal to f of 1. Means third condition of Rolle's theorem is not satisfied here. Therefore, Rolle's theorem fails for this example. Now next example. Let f of x is equal to x square plus 2x. Find all values of c in the interval -2 to 0 such that f dash of c is equal to 0. So we check the function fx satisfies, we check whether it satisfies all conditions of Rolle's theorem or not. Now here you can see that fx is equal to x square plus 2x is a quadratic function. Therefore, it will be continuous on this closed interval -2 to 0 and differentiable on open interval -2 to 0. Again, we will check whether f of -2 is equal to f of 0 or not. So what will be f of -2? Now, f of -2 will be, we will calculate it from f of x, replace x by -2. So f of -2 will be, replace x by -2, so -2 square plus 2 into -2, that will be -2 square 4, -4, that is 0. And what will be f of 0? Another point of interval 0. So f of 0 will be 0 plus 0, that is 0. Means what we get here? F of 0 is same as f of -2. Means all three conditions, all of these three conditions of Rolle's theorem satisfied. Therefore, we can say that there exists a point C belongs to which interval? Open interval -2 to 0 such that f dash of C is equal to 0. So here it is. F satisfies all conditions of Rolle's theorem. Therefore, by Rolle's theorem, there exists C belongs to -2 to 0 such that f dash of C is equal to 0. Now, what will be f dash of C? From fx, we have calculated f dash of x is 2x plus 2. So, f dash of C will be, replace x by C in f dash of x. So, this is 2c plus 2 is equal to 0. So, from this 2c is equal to -2, that is C will be -1. So, we find out value of C. Next example, verify the Rolle's theorem for the function fx is x square minus 6x plus 8 on close interval 2 to 4. If so, find the value of C. Now, what is fx here? Fx is x square minus 6x plus 8 on this interval. Now, again, this is the quadratic function. Therefore, it is continuous on closed interval, differentiable on open interval. Next, we will check whether, now here interval is 2 to 4. So, we will check whether f of 2 is equal to f of 4 or not. Now, what will be f of 2? From this f of x, we will calculate f of 2. F of 2 will be 2 square minus 6 into 2 plus 8. That will be 0. And f of 4. F of 4 will be 4 square minus 6 into 4 plus 8. That is also 0. Means we get f of 2 is equal to f of 4. Here, all three conditions of Rolle's theorem satisfied. Therefore, by Rolle's theorem, there exists a point C belongs to, this is closed, but by Rolle's theorem, C belongs to open interval 2 to 4 such that f dash of C is equal to 0. But what will be f dash of C? F of x is x square minus 6x plus 8. From this, f dash of x will be 2x minus 6. So, f dash of C will be 2c minus 6. Okay. So, f dash of C is equal to 0 means 2c minus 6 is equal to 0. So, C is equal to 3. Okay. This point C, that is 3, that contain in this interval. So, we find out that properly. Next example of Rolle's theorem. Verify Rolle's theorem. Given function fx is square root of 1 minus x square on interval -1 to 1. If so, find value of C. Again, you can see that this 1 minus x square, this is a differentiable, this is a continuous on closed interval -1 to 1 and differentiable on open interval -1 to 1. Therefore, its square root will be continuous on closed interval and differentiable on open interval. Also, first two conditions are satisfied. Next, what will be f of -1? F of -1 will be square root of 1 minus -1 square. That will be 1, means square root of 1 minus 1, 0. And f of 1 will be square root of 1 minus 1, that is 0. Means all the three conditions of Rolle's theorem are satisfied. Therefore, by Rolle's theorem, there exists a C belongs to open interval -1 to 1 such that f dash of C is equal to 0. Now, we need to find out f dash of, this is f of x. From this, we will find out f dash of x, and in that we will replace x by C. Now, f of x is square root of 1 minus x square. So, from that, f of x is square root of 1 minus x square. So, f dash of x will be 1 upon 2 square root of 1 minus x square. Again, derivative of 1 minus x square will be minus 2x. This 2 will get cancelled. F dash of x is minus x upon square root of 1 minus x square. Okay, this is our f dash of x. Therefore, f dash of C is equal to 0. What this implies? Replace x by C. So, minus C upon square root of 1 minus C square is equal to 0. So, this implies C is equal to 0. So, our required point C is 0, which contain in open interval -1 to 1. Okay. Now, next theorem is mean value theorem. What it states? First two conditions are similar. F is continuous on closed interval AB, differentiable on open interval AB, and then there exists a point C in AB such that FB minus FA is equal to f dash of C into B minus C. Okay. Otherwise, means we can write this statement as first two conditions. So, first condition, this is what? Mean value theorem. First condition, f is continuous on closed interval AB. Second, f is differentiable on open interval AB. Then here we have to check only these two conditions. Then what happens? There exists a point C belongs to AB such that, so in space of this we can write f dash of C is equal to FB minus FA upon B minus A. Okay, so there exists C belongs to AB such that f dash of C is equal to f of B minus f of A upon B minus A. Here we have to check only these two conditions. If two conditions are satisfied, then definitely there exists a point C in this open interval satisfying this condition. Now let us solve examples related to it. So the example is, verify the mean value theorem for the function f of x is x square minus 3x plus 5 on closed interval 1 to 4. If so, find the value of C. Now what is f of x here? Let f of x is x square minus 3x plus 5. Now you can see it is a quadratic function, therefore it is continuous on this closed interval 1 to 4, differentiable on open interval 1 to 4. Okay. Now therefore by Rolle's theorem what happens? There exists a point C belongs to this open interval 1 to 4 such that what? F dash of C is equal to FB minus FA upon B minus A. Now we need to find out f dash of C, means we need to find out f dash of x. So using f of x, f dash of x is 2x minus 3. So we substitute these values here. F dash of C is, that will be 2c minus 3. F of B, now our given interval is 1 to 4. So B is 4, A is 1. So f of 4 minus f of 1 upon 4 minus 1. So 2c minus 3 is equal to. Now what is value of f of 4? So we will calculate f of 4 from given definition of function f of x. Okay. What is our f of x? Our f of x is x square minus 3x plus 5. So here, what is our f of x? F of x is x square minus 3x plus 5. So f of 4 will be 4 square minus 3 into 4 plus 5. Like f of 1 will be 1 square minus 3 into 1 plus 5. In this way we will calculate f of 4, f of 1. Okay, we substitute these values and finally we get 2c minus 3 is equal to 2. So this implies what? 2c is equal to 5. So c is equal to 5 upon 2. This belongs to open interval 1 to 4. Okay. Next example of mean value theorem. Verify mean value theorem for function fx is equal to square root of x plus 4 on closed interval 0 to 5. If so, find value of C. Now this is f of x is given. Now it is a x plus 4 is, this is a polynomial function, so it is continuous on closed interval, differentiable on open. Therefore its square root will be continuous on closed interval, differentiable on open interval 0 to 5. Okay. So from f of x means both the conditions of Rolle's theorem satisfied. So here we will find out f dash of x. Fx is square root of x plus 4. So f dash of x will be 1 upon 2 square root of x plus 4. Now by mean value theorem, there exists a point C belongs to open interval, here open interval 0 to 5 such that f dash of C is FB minus FA upon B minus A. So f dash of C will be, replace x by C, 1 upon 2 square root of C plus 4 is equal to f of 5 minus f of 0 upon 5 minus 0. That this side as it is, f of 5. F of 5 will be what? This is f of x square root of x plus 4. F of 5 will be square root of 5 plus 4, that is square root of 9, that is 3. And f of 0 will be square root of 4, that is 2. So 3 minus 2 is equal to 1 upon 5 minus 0, that is 5. So in next step we can shift this square root of C plus 4 here, 5 here. So square root of C plus 4 is equal to 5 upon 2. So from this take a square on both sides. C plus 4 will be 25 upon 4. From this C will be 25 upon 4 minus 4, that is 9 upon 4. So our C is 9 upon 4, which belongs to open interval 0 to 5. Okay. Now let's stop here. In next lecture we will see the next mean value theorem, that is a Cauchy's mean value theorem. Remember that there are three mean value theorems. First is Rolle's mean value theorem, then mean value theorem, then Cauchy's mean value theorem. In all of these three theorems, the first two conditions are similar, that function is continuous on closed interval, differentiable on open interval. In Rolle's theorem, the third condition is added, that is f of a is equal to f of b. In second mean value theorem, on only two conditions are there, and in third also we will see about the third, that is Cauchy's mean value theorem, in next video. Thank you.